Well, greetings there, everybody. Dark matter is an atom with a neutron. That's it. Dark matter is an atom with a neutron. The composition of the male soul is 80 to 85% protons, 15 to 20% electrons, and the female soul is 85 to 80% electrons, 15 to 20% protons. A proton is 2,300 times more dense, approximately, than an electron. So the universe was filled with just dark matter in the beginning. There's an outer field wall membrane of our universe. It's an amoeba-like universe, amoeba shape, for the expanding and contraction. The outer field wall membrane is 50% protons, 50% electrons. The yin-yang symbol is the symbol for the creators. The creators are living entities. I call them super souls. They're a composition. They're a living entity made of 50% protons, 50% electrons. The outer field wall membrane of our universe is 50% protons, 50% electrons, but it's not alive. The super souls are alive. They're a living entity. They are where we come from. So the universe was just filled with dark matter in the beginning, atoms with just a neutron, atoms with a neutron. The whole universe just filled with it, and everything was static. The dynamic event was when the super souls came through the outer field wall membrane of our universe, they split apart, creating a big bang. That big bang stimulated that atom with a neutron, the dark matter, creating dark energy. And then it took on the protons and electrons that were shed from the super souls as they split apart when they entered our universe. Now, ergo, your soul has been here since the time that it came in. Old King Cole had a merry old soul that designates time frame. So now your soul's in here. Your soul's here to purify itself. That's what these universes are for, plural universes. There's multitudes of universes that the super souls created for souls to go into, the pure super souls to go into, to split apart into a male and a female soul and purify themselves. Now that you're in here, you have to do none of the 7 deadly sins. The situation is this. When the splitting apart occurs of the super souls into a male and a female, 100% of the females are born on the 4th chakra. So they have the color green protons and electrons, but 100% of the males are born on 15%, no, it's 20% are born on the 1st, and then you have 40%, 30% born on the 2nd, and then 50% born on the 2nd, we have 20% on the 1st, and 30% on the 3rd. What that means is the 4th chakra is the love chakra. 100% of the males are born on the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. That's below the dam of the love chakra. That means when a female bonds with a male, I have this new word, it's called intercortical connection. When she bonds with a male, she takes on his negative chakra protons and electrons, because they're below the 4th chakra. So she pollutes herself, unless the male is a male like myself that's constantly fa. I chant fa. That sound resonates through my bone structure of my body and is purifying my body and doing away with all negativity. So I'm just constantly thinking love, and then the color green, fa. So I'm purified myself. I'm pure. I'm one of the purest males there is. To become pure so that they rise up to the 4th chakra. If you don't do that, then you're polluting yourself. Now here's the deal. Yoga, the past term of yoga is wrong. I'm giving you a new definition of yoga. Yoga means marriage between a male and a female soul. That's right. So what it is, to get back outside this universe, I've developed the highest form of yoga that has never been worked on in human history. And that highest form of yoga is called Fusing Souls Yoga. And Fusing Souls Yoga is is the highest form of yoga. Nobody knows anything about it but me, because me and my wife created it. So what it is it's possible through yoga, marriage between a male and a female soul. That's yoga. Through the practice of yoga, a male and a female can refuse, male soul and female soul can refuse their souls together. And when that happens, they're superluminally blasted out of our universe, projected, superluminally. Jack Safferty, Mysticism and the New Physics. Okay, I've given this to you all. So I've developed a place called the Academy where couples go free of charge for a year to practice fusing their souls together, refusing their souls together to become a super soul. When that event occurs, the biological bodies die simultaneously. What they do is at the place, the academy that I've designed and created with my wife, she passed away, so I'm bringing this about myself. The academy is a place where couples go to fuse their souls together. They have 1 year to do it. There's 3 machines in your room that you have. It's round by 15 foot in diameter, circular. There's electrocardiogram, 3 of those, electroencephalogram, 3 of those, galvanic skin response machines, 3 of those. So what happens is the female's hooked up to one of the machines for her. The male's hooked up to one of the machines each for him. And then the 2 of them are hooked up to the machines in the middle, the electroencephalogram, cardiogram, and galvanic skin response meter. So each one's set up to their own electroencephalogram, electrocardiogram, and galvanic skin response meter. And then the 2 of them are hooked up to the main one in the middle simultaneously. So that way they can tell when they're doing their chanting that they are harmonizing themselves so that they can fuse their souls together. I have other projects. I have art. Yes, incredible art, spiritual art. And then I have stories. I have another dance opera ballet called The Outcropping. I also have another game called Love Land that I created, which is an advanced Candyland. Creation. Dark matter. Dark matter is an atom with just a neutron, the foundational building block. It takes on the protons and electrons when the super souls split apart into a male and a female soul. So your male and female soul gave the protons, the super soul that you were before. When you split apart, you shedding those protons and electrons that help create new elements. So the elements come from us. We are the creators and we are the created. Well, what do you think of that? That's a whole lifetime of studying, and I did that in however many minutes it is. 7.5 minutes, and that took me a whole lifetime. So the paradigm shift is me giving you this information. I am the paradigm shifter. Everything rests on me. I have the plans, policy, programs, and procedures to save this world. Stay tuned. Remember, love, 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 but don't be a sucker.